lovers, and welcome to the Hello, movie lovers, and welcome to the show. For tonight's podcast episode, we're actually doing our neighbors watching trailers reaction video. Say hello to everybody, Charlie.
Hello.
And tonight we are actually reacting to Netflix's new original show, which is also based off of a video game, which is Resident Evil. This is something that I've been really hopeful about, also kind of skeptical at the same time, because Netflix does have a way of hexing their own shows sometimes when it comes down to certain content. But when it comes down to the Resident Evil franchise and stuff like that, I'm a huge fan of the video games. I did enjoy the first film, the first premise, and a couple of the other films that followed it. But after a while, I just lost faith in it, and also too, this seems like it's more drawn to the to what we're used to as a gamer, as someone that's used to the franchise, based off of the description that we have. But I've always wanted to see Jill Valentine kick some ass in a Resident Evil game. Don't get me wrong, I love Alice and everything, but I didn't want an OC, an original character for Resident Evil. I want to see Jill Valentine. I want to see the original cast members, Leon. I wanted to see all those characters and everything from the Resident Evil franchise. And I feel like this is what we're going to get. Yeah. What's your first initial thoughts on it? Because I know that I haven't seen the trailer yet.
No worries. I haven't seen the trailer, but I want to correct you. This actually isn't going to Netflix. This is straight in theaters. This is
because I remember
this is a movie.
Time it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think there is a show that's on Netflix that has it's animated, and I think it's on there now. I forgot the name of it. This is a full-on movie. This is a movie. This is in theaters. It's in theaters November 24th. This is a theatrical released movie. I believe it's November 24th. But yeah, and I don't know much of it. I just know I think it's going back to the kind of the roots of it. And I think it's
something I'm happy about.
Yeah, Jill. I think Jill's in this. I think Jill may or may not be in it. I'm not 100% sure. I know Claire Redfield is. Chris Redfield probably is. Again, don't flack us. We have no idea who's in this. I mean, we're just we know some of we played the video games. It's been a while, so don't come at us because we don't know every single thing because I know some people will. But we're just excited to see because we didn't have, none of these characters were canon in the Paul S. Anderson movies with Mila Djokovic. Not at all. I love those movies. I thought they're great. I'm not a huge horror fan, but I enjoyed those movies for what they are. I saw most of them in theaters. But I'm excited to see what this one is.
Me too. And before we get started, the reason why I said about the Netflix movie, because at one time they did say they were going to make two Netflix properties. Yeah. They were going to make one that was a movie and more of an animated format, which is what we got last year, I think, or a few months back.
Something like that.
And that's why I got confused. I was thinking, okay, this is still a Netflix movie that they might be putting out.
Yeah.
So that's why I thought I didn't hear any type of rumblings about that they switched it over to straight to the movie theater. So that's my fault on that part because I'm updated on the news and stuff like that. But with this one, I didn't quite keep up with that much.
No worries. You would have figured it out once we watched the trailer from the channel that we're going to watch the trailer on anyway. I'm like, oh, it's coming to theaters. Okay. But no, I just want to jump ahead of that before somebody flags us for it. I'm like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about.
Right, exactly. Let's do it. Let's see what we have. I'm excited.
All right.
Every story has a beginning. Discover the origin of evil.
I like it. 1998.
Why are you back here, Claire? Your conspiracies weren't true when we were kids. They're not true now.
We need to expose Umbrella. Watch this.
I'm afraid, Claire. I'm afraid of what they're going to do to this town. See, Umbrella, they had an incident. I'm talking Chernobyl, if you know what I mean. People are getting sick. You gotta help us, Claire. Let the world know what's really going on.
We have to contain this.
Oh my God.
Shall we go?
Into a crisis of times when I'm lying in bed just to get it all out. What's in my head? I am
umbrella doing here?
This is where you're experimenting on him.
We should split up.
And so I wake in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and I get real high and I scream from the top of my lungs, what's going on?
Ooh.
And I say,
We gotta get out of here.
we're gonna take umbrella down.
I like this. Oh. Yes. Okay. Okay. I'm instantly sold on this, and I'll tell you why. But the Four Non-Blondes song and everything is definitely kind of different when it comes down to the music that it shows and everything. But I definitely like this trailer. The very ending is what I said yes about, was because it's a callback or it's an Easter egg to the second Resident Evil video game. And I like the fact that they have that creepy crawler. That's how, matter of fact, that's why I nicknamed it, was Creepy Crawler. I like they have the creepy crawler that's on the top of the ceiling. I like that. This is how you do it. This is how you do a Resident Evil video game based on a video game. Because of the fact that you kick it back to 1998, you put it into a 1998 realm where the original video games took place at, which is something that I'm sold on. It has that small town feel, that community of Raccoon City, which is something that I was geared towards, which is something that I wanted to see from the very first Resident Evil movie. I didn't get that. With this one, you get the zombie dogs, you get the creepy crawler on the top of the ceiling, you get the whole entire deal with the stars as well, which is something I wanted to see out of the prison and everything. This is straight out of the video games and the first couple of video games and everything. I'm excited. I'm ecstatic for it. We actually get to see the original characters from the original 2 Resident Evil video games, and I'm excited about that. What about you, though?
I mean, I'm gonna watch it. I mean, am I going to the theater to see this? No, probably not. I think for me, this is more the horror aspect of, and that's not maybe the huge Resident Evil fan. I mean, the first Resident Evil game I ever played was Resident Evil 4. I played the hell out of that. I played the hell out of that game because that was more the actiony kind of thing. That game was fun. I mean, again, the first time figuring out this is a chainsaw guy. Oh my god, I just got chainsawed. What's to say my brother and my sister had a hilarious time watching me experiencing the chainsaw guy for the first time. And that, like, in this
panicked.
I know.
I'm Resident Evil 4. I panicked on that.
I was like, I was shooting him. I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on? Oh man, I just got chainsawed. Like, I mean, it's like that. I mean, it's got a lot of that. I mean, the other Resident Evil movies, yeah, they're not canon. They still had these elements. They had the creepy crawlers with the brains on them. They had that. They had the dogs. They had zombies. They had I mean, they could have done Nemesis better, sure. But for the movies, what they were, they entertained me. I mean, I got them in 4K. I mean, they're entertaining. They're like mindless action movies with a ton of high body count. Because at the high body count, you know, I'm all in. But I don't know. I think I'm intrigued on this. This looks entertaining. I like some of the castmates, and I like the main actress that they have is playing Claire. She hasn't been in much. She's known for her name is Kayla. I can't pronounce her last name. She was in the latest Pirates movie. She played Barbossa's daughter. She was also in the Maze Runner movie. She played the girl in that. So she hasn't been in much. So it's kind of nice seeing her get out of there and be in a big movie. So hopefully this does well. Again, I don't know. I mean, November time. I mean, I think it's a good time period, but we'll see. Like, it's non-December, which I would have called it DOA, because anything that's coming out in December December is so jam-packed when you got Spider-Man, Matrix, like a buttload of stuff in December. End of November, beginning of December, I think it's a good time period. I think it's trying to catch her in that Thanksgiving crowd. So we'll see. I mean, I'm hoping it does well. And then, I mean, so I don't know. I mean, I'm going to watch it, probably not in theaters though.
I'm probably going to go to the theaters to see this. I'm sorry. I've been waiting way too fucking long. Yes, I swore. I don't care. I've been waiting too long to not see this movie that I've been waiting for since I was a kid, since I was in 7th grade playing this franchise way before Resident Evil 4. This is the horror aspect, but at the same time, though, they give you the horror aspect with mixed in with the action aspect of it. And this, I feel like it's a perfect blend of both worlds, to be honest with you, because that's exactly what Resident Evil is. And not only that, but in the first couple of video games, there's puzzles to solve. There's other things to solve within that realm. That's something that I really liked about the first 3 video games. The 4th one, I mean it, man. I had a heart attack fighting against that guy with the chainsaw because he was first introduced into the 4th Resident Evil video game. But this is something that is special to me and that holds a place in my heart because of the fact I grew up with the first 3 video games. And to see Claire in this, to see Leon in this, because that started off with those 2. And then I think it primarily focused in the third video game with Jill Valentine. And if they end up closing this out with Claire and Leon and then following it up with Jill Valentine, I'm sold. I'm instantly sold. If they go on ahead and put Nemesis back into this thing again, I'm sold on that too, because Nemesis is a badass. All they did was make him a puppet. That's all they did. They made him a puppet in the second Apocalypse movie and everything, controlling him like a video game. No. That's not what Nemesis is. Nemesis is a guy who can regenerate and everything, and they made him into a puppet. That's all they did. Because if you destroy Nemesis, if you destroy anything with Nemesis or anything like that, he becomes this blob who winds up regenerating himself. And that's something I would love to see if they introduce it at the end of this film with Nemesis all over again, because that's a perfect way to go about it, especially in 1998. This movie is something that I want to see. So
hold on. I'll give you, like, before we end, I want to give you the characters that are going to be in this movie. So you got Claire, played by Kayla Skodari. I can't pronounce her last name. You have she's playing that. You have Leon's in this. Jill. So the one girl, her name is Hannah John Carmen. She was in that Ready Player One movie. She played the second hand person. She was also in the Ant-Man Wasp movie. So she's Jill.
Hopefully they give her more to do, because those 2 films, she didn't do a lot in.
Second and the 5th one, yeah. They did the whole I think Resident Evil 5 aspect of her being controlled.
Right. I'm talking about Ready Player One, and I'm also talking about this Ant-Man. Other and Ant-Man. They didn't really give her a lot to do. There was nothing there to her character.
Yeah.
With this one, she needs to play a little bit more complex, like Jill is.
Yeah.
Jill is a complex character that can kick ass, and also to have an emotional build to her. If they do that, if they play off of that nostalgia factor, if they play off of that, she could be really good.
Yeah, Chris Redfield's in this movie. That's Robbie Amell, Stephen Amell's brother, if anybody didn't know. Don't know who this girl is. Lily Goa, she's Ada Wong. So Ada Wong's in this movie. Albert Wesker is in this as well. And then William Birkin's in it too. So those are some of the characters. So the old, I think the very original game characters. So I just figured I'd mention that out. But yeah, so there's a lot of people in this one. So hopefully they can fit everybody in there. We'll see.
But anyways, what's your anticipation level after seeing this? I know that you said with the horror aspect, it kind of dropped down your expectations just a little bit. But
3.5 out of 5.
3. Okay, so it's still fresh.
3.5. Yeah, I mean it's close. I mean, like I'm gonna watch it. I mean, I'm watching this over Halloween Kills. So there we go on that. So don't expect me to be on a review for that one.
Don't worry, I have Paige coming on for that one.
No, don't worry. Yeah, I figured you would. I mean, like I would have said hell no. I mean, I'm gonna watch it. I mean, I'm a big Resident Evil fan. I watched the other movies. I played some of the video games. Like I haven't played any of the recent ones, but I know all of them. Like, but I mean, I'm gonna watch it. I mean, I know who the characters are, and it'd be kind of nice to see them more in it. I mean, Alice was a badass, though. I mean, I'm not gonna like bash that, like those movies for her. Alice was great. Like Alice was a badass.
I liked her, but I wanted to see my characters that I grew up with. I didn't want to see an OC character, but that's just me. But I do like Mila Jovovich. I like her as an actress. I liked her as Alice. It's just that it was like a little bit of a bomb to actually not see the original characters, you know?
That's fine. But I mean, that's why we each have our own tastes. So there we go.
Exactly. So my expectation levels are at a 5. So there's that.
Figures. So that would be wrapping up the show for us tonight. Again, everybody. Let me see. So that wraps up the show. Thanks for joining us. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe button, and also on your screen there should be a little bell that's for notifications. Click that notification thing just to let you know that hey, we're still producing content. We haven't stopped. So just make sure that, and definitely like and subscribe. If you want to donate to the channel, go to that GoFundMe.com/F/Movie Lovers Unite Podcast/donate. And then I think that was it. Is there anything else I'm forgetting, John?
Okay, so Two Blur Girls podcast with St. Jude's. We actually teamed up with Two Blur Girls podcast, and what we are doing is a charity event to actually help kids with cancer and things like that. All the proceeds go over to St. Jude's Children's Hospital, so you guys can go on ahead, get yourself a Cincy, and it goes to a good cause. Of course, like my good friend over here just pointed out, though, too, if you want to donate $5 to $10 over to us, all you have to do is go to GoFundMe.com/Movie Lovers Podcast, and that's how you can go ahead and donate $5 to $10 over there. But like he said, too, go ahead and smash that like button, smash that share button, smash that little subscribe button, also smash that little bell on the bottom right-hand corner. Another thing, too, is go on ahead and follow me underneath Movie Lovers, TV Lovers Unite on Facebook, underneath the same brand name on Instagram and on Pinterest as well. We also go on ahead, too, follow us on Good Pods as well. That's another place that you can go. They have a great fresh app where if you're a podcaster or if you love listening to podcasts, go on ahead and check out Good Pods. And get this, it's so smooth, it's easy to use. The simple play button is just fantastic. I use this app a lot, and also gives me a chance to interact with you guys to tell us if you liked something, what you didn't like, and us to improve on certain things. And also, too, go on ahead, follow me underneath Movie Lovers Unit 001 on TikTok as well. And then, of course, you guys can always go on ahead and get a podcast episode of whatever we do here at Movie Lovers Unite, where you guys get your major podcast from. Then, of course, follow me underneath Twitter at Movie Lovers Unite over there. And if you're a sponsor and would like to reach out to us, all you have to do is email us at movieloversunite@gmail.com. And that's going to be everywhere you can reach me at. And I hope everyone has a great and safe night. And bye-bye.